Hi everybody. It is 6 o'clock. Well, yeah, 5 o'clock here in Spain. Well, let me show you where I am. Now the other church. I don't know if you can hear it all the way at the back. Well, my friends, welcome to Tuesdays with Fran, with all of these bells going on. Hola Jorge, hola Maite. Good afternoon from here. Hola James. Welcome to Tuesdays with Fran. And today I am broadcasting from the beautiful village of LESAKA. As you can see, it's in the middle. Hola Kathy, hola Javi. We are in the middle of the mountains. We're all surrounded by these beautiful mountains. This is the Pre-Pyrenees, okay? And we're going to be visiting this beautiful village. We're here on a height because we are by the church. This incredibly huge church. You have to think that the village of LESAKA, let me spell it, L-E-S-A-K-A, has only 2,700 inhabitants. But the thing is that the church, it's huge, right? Well, before I start with the tour, I want to show you something because, well, here it rains quite a lot. So we have incredible trees. We have this beautiful magnolia tree and also this camellia. And guess what? Spring is almost here. I don't know if you can see it, so beautiful. We're beginning to bloom. Look how many little camellias this tree is going to have. So I guess spring is about to come all the way here finally. So the thing is that the village of LESAKA, it is very close to the ocean, right behind those mountains. In about 14 miles, we do have the Cantabric Sea, okay, which is part of the Atlantic Ocean. So the thing is that the storms come through there, and here it kind of rains a lot. That is why we have so much green everywhere around, okay? Altitude-wise, it is 250 feet from sea level. So really, we are pretty much at sea level. Okay? So take that in consideration because this village is super beautiful. But hey, if you want green, it has to rain. So the first big building that we have in the village of LESAKA is the church of San Martin de Tours. Okay, San Martin de Tours. He was a Hungarian. What's going on? It's already 6. We know that one. Okay, I don't know what was that. Que sí. I can hear you, dog. Yeah, you're my friend. Okay, I'm not very good friends with dogs, and there's a huge, how do you call this? German Shepherd. Look at that guy. He's looking at me. I'm like, okay, papi. It's like, hola, papi. Don't kill me, okay? We're friends. Okay, I will leave. Anyway, San Martin de Tours. This church, it was constructed on the 16th century. Let me see if I can. Okay, there we go. Look at this beautiful entrance. This church, inside, it's Gothic, in transition to Renaissance. The facade, as we can see, it's totally Baroque. It's a huge Baroque entrance. It's covered, but it's easy to understand because it rains. So all the village needed places to be covered. Okay, so this place, it's this atrium. So all the village, people from the village could manage and stay here while waiting for the mass. Okay, the dog wants to hopefully not join us through the tour. Bye, friend. Adios, amigo. Look at the dog. He's still looking at me funny. It's like, happiness. I know, I'm not gonna go into your house. It's okay. We're friends. Cool. Let's be cool about it. So let's start a little bit going down. So the village of LESAKA, The first references we have to be from the 1300s, okay? But all the way until the 1400s, it's when we started having more history. When, well, take a look at the view of the church. Okay, from here, oh, too bright. So the thing is that in 1402, the King of Navarra, Charles III, as this village has always supported the crown of Navarra and everything, he gave them some special privileges. One of them was to have a mayor. Right? So that was a very, very important thing, to be able to have a mayor. And the second thing, and maybe for the inhabitants a little bit more important, they had a reduce in taxes, which is pretty good. Okay, let's keep on walking. Well, look, one of the most impressive things of LESAKA are the houses. Right? The houses are huge, 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 and extremely well preserved and extremely beautiful. So the next time that we have important things in history here in LESAKA, we have to go to 1499, when the King of Navarra, John II, as they have been super mega good to the Crown of Navarra, allows the village to have 2 market days per month, yes, and 2 animals fair per year. Well, the thing is that up to today, we don't have 2 farmers markets twice a month. We have 1 a week, and we still have 1 animals fair every single year, which is, I think, pretty cool that we still keep that tradition. Okay, no, the car is not coming this way. Another of the things that makes LESAKA kind of special, or a lot of people know LESAKA for, it's for this cross, okay? This cross is called Pilirik, okay? What is, well, Pilirik, you spell it Pillirik, Pilirik. So what's the deal with this? Well, this was, as it is at the feet of the church, it was the place where if you did something bad, okay, if you would steal or you would deny the existence of God, what they would do is they would, this is kind of gross, they would hang you here through with your tongue. They would stick the tongue out, nail it to the cross and, well, let you die, I guess, or rip your own tongue. The other thing that this cross was used for was to educate the kids of the village. Also, maybe not very pedagogic or good for the kids, but what was the deal? The thing is that when the kids behave bad or, you know, answer your mom or your dad, they would bring them over here, tie them by the cross, and cover them with honey, and leave them here about an hour. So the birds, the flies would bother them, and then they would behave much, much better. I know, when we think about it, in today's educational system, is like, no way, Jose. But that's what they did back then. Okay? Right behind it, that incredible defensive tower. That is the Tower of Mindurrenea. It is the oldest building in the city of LESAKA. It was constructed in the 1300s, and it is still, there's still a family living inside of it. Okay, so imagine living in a house from the 13th century, which I think it's so cool. Right? It's really an amazing house. It was a defensive guarding tower because here, as I told you, very close we have the city, the ocean, which it is Guipúzcoa, back then a different kingdom, and from here they would control it. Right? So that was the reason for that. And as I said, all the houses are so extremely beautiful in this village. Hola, Mats, how are you doing? Let's see who else. Denise, hola. So if I've missed anybody saying hello, sorry for that. So what about it? The housing, if you have followed me on these tours, Navarra and the Basque Country, it is probably one of the most important things in our culture. Okay, so we do have big houses where all of these huge families, they would live. The thing is that here, it's many of the villages that we have visited at this time, we have seen that they are all, most of them, they're all made with stone. Here, we do have stone, but we also have a mixture of half-timbered houses, okay? This is, the reason for this is because of the humidity, because it rains so much. That's the good thing of the wooden structures, is that they're much lighter and they support very well the humidity and everything. So let's go this way. Hey Yana, how are you doing? Hola Brenda. Paquita Martínez. Hola Paquita Martínez. ¿Tú eres de por aquí? Okay, so one of the things that I love of this village, it's first of all the entrance to the houses, which is, I mean, take a look at this beautiful door, but also take a look at the woodwork that is over it. I mean, this is so precious, it's so beautiful. I deeply in love. So here they have very good work of stone, okay? The stonework is very important. The woodwork is also very important. And the third thing that is very important in the village of LESAKA, it is, or it was, the iron. The iron, it was a very big thing. The reason is that all of these mountains, we find a lot of iron mines everywhere around. So imagine how much iron there was. That they did, there was up to 13 different forges in the city, the village of LESAKA. So I think it's quite an amazing thing, okay? So, in order, okay, we don't want to be run over by a car, let's cross. In order, hey, hola, tenemos aquí, hasta luego, ahora. So, all of these kids are like, who is this guy, what is he doing? What was the deal? I was telling you that with to use the forges, what we need is water. So here in the village, what we have is one river called Onin. Okay, let me take a look at these beautiful houses as I explain you this. I think it's that the river has a little detour that cuts the village in two, okay? So this village is divided by this little stream of water that I think is the rush hour, Jorge? Yes, it is. Hey, you know. What's the deal? The thing is that this river stream has divided the village in two parts. And of course, as you can imagine, people from that side hated people from this side. And they were always like hating each other, and there was not wars, but yes, battles, let's put it that way. And the thing is that they decided that that was it. And they needed to do something to create peace in here. So what they did is 7 men from this neighborhood and 7 men from that neighborhood, they came over here, and you see these little paths down here. The 14 of them, they danced in there. And from that moment on, they did this dance in LESAKA. It is called, let me say, if I say it right, Thubigai Nekoa. That is the name of the dance. And they dance in these cobblestone high things. And the tradition says that all over here, on top of these thingies, by the river, not one dancer has fallen down. So imagine the pressure of the next generation of dancers if you are the first one falling down in your village. So it is one of those things. For the last 3 years before COVID, which means for the last 2 years, the dancers were not allowed to dance here in LESAKA. And is that 5 years ago, girls can be dancers, okay? Can be this dancing squad that they dance on top of here. They celebrate the day of San Fermin. San Fermin is my patron saint, okay? The patron saint, the sharks and the jets. Yes, Avi. So San Fermin is the patron saint. Everybody thinks of the city of Pamplona, but no, he's not. San Fermin is the main patron of all Navarra. So here they love San Fermin, and July 7th, the day of San Fermin, here is when they dance and they celebrate this beautiful dance. It's, if you Google it, really, it's dancing in LESAKA. It is so beautiful, so graceful, and they're all dressed in white and red. It's beautiful. One of those, well, traditional dances that we still do every year. Yesterday I came to talk with the people from the city hall to see if they could, you know, give me some information, all of that. And they told me, I asked them, what about the new generation? Are they still dancing? Do you have to bring dancers from other villages? I said, oh no. Everybody wants to be one of the dancers. Everybody in the village wants to have the honor. So there's like a waiting list for them to dance in all of these little things, which I think is pretty cool. Having all the young generation there dancing and having fun, which is the best thing ever. Having young generations dealing and keeping our traditions. You know that in Navarra we are very, let's say, traditionalists. We like traditions, and well, that's one of the big things that we have over here. So if we continue our little walk in the village, we're gonna get to the City Hall Square, which is very beautiful. But I was trying to see how I could hide the construction that we have in the main square of the village, but I'm not. Why? Because if you want to see a beautiful village, you need to keep it up, and you need to have construction in it. So might as well show it. So take a look at that. The whole main square is all up, and it's ready to get even more beautiful. So if you have a chance to come to LESAKA next summer or this summer, it will be super beautiful. One of the houses that I love the most in this village, it's this one. Take a look at that. It looks like Switzerland. I think it's gorgeous. And one of the things that you can find in almost every house, especially here in the main square, are these little figures that we have here. Let me see if I can zoom in. Take a look at that. It looks like a dwarf, like a little elf or something like that. And in fact, it is. It is a protective symbol that you find it in most of the houses to protect the family. Okay, so everywhere around we're gonna find these little images that what they mean is protection to the people in the village, okay, or in the house, sorry. As you know by now, we are here very Catholic, but we have all of these ancestral traditions and all of this of having little protecting creatures in our houses to protect the people who lives in them, which I think is pretty cool. Okay, so let me walk you up the main square, so where we can. I love this village. It's so beautiful. So right behind me we have the city hall. This city hall is Baroque. It's from the 17th century, 1600s. And well, let me take you around the main square. Okay, so you can see some of the houses. Okay, sorry for the noise. As I said, unfortunately, we do have here the construction being taken over. But this main square is the gathering place for the whole village. And this is the city hall. And in front of the city hall, what we have is this gazebo, this music box, where the band has always played, and they still do. This is one of the largest villages around here, and all the young people, they come over here. And this square has seen more love stories than any other square, I think, in all Navarra. Hola. What else? Well, here there is one restaurant right there. Sorry, it's behind the truck, but that restaurant, it's called Casino with a K. Okay, that restaurant, any hats on sale special? No, no hats on sale. So the thing is that that casino restaurant, they have an incredible speciality. They do one of the best Spanish potato omelets in Spain. In fact, it has won many awards. And if you ever come to LESAKA, it is one of the places you have to visit. You have to go eat in there. They have all super good product. But the thing is that it's kind of tricky. Because if you come to LESAKA and you call, I would like to have a table for 2, table for 4, fine. But you also need to book your, your omelette. You cannot pop in and say, hey, I want omelette. No. Because they have an X amount of omelettes. And if you don't book it, you won't get it. And it's really, it's not cheap, but it's worth it. Okay, so really, it's one of those. Okay, so what else? What we have here, this other tower, is also a defensive tower. It's from the 1400s. It's called Zabaleta Tower. It's an amazing house where we still have people living in here. To me, that's one of the most incredible things, is to have all of these people having these houses from the 1400s, and there's still people living in them. So it's not that, oh no, that's a museum. No, there's families living in these places, which I think it's great. One of the questions I ask the people from the city hall here, by the way, I have to thank them for being so nice and so helpful with everything I needed to do this video today. It was if young people, they were staying here or they were living, if they were going to live to bigger cities. And they said that with the new roads and everything, really, young generations are staying in the village. So that's one of the things I love the most, because when you have these villages with young people, and I don't know if you've seen the kids running around me. Well, I was like, get out of the way. It was pretty cool. But having kids, it's what keeps these villages alive. So it's super, super good. What else, my friends? I think that's pretty much everything I wanted to share with you today. The beautiful village of LESAKA. William, you're right. The sun is starting to go down. Last week, I received an email of people saying, hey, where can I find the video you did of that village? Well, the best way for you to go and find it is if you go to my YouTube channel, okay? I upload all of the videos I do to YouTube. So it's Traveling Steps in YouTube. And there you have all the Sunday cooking classes. You have all the tours that I do. So everything is on YouTube. Okay? So if you need anything, go there. Give me a like if you don't mind, and share it. Share it with everybody you could. What else? You know that all of these tours are tip supported. If you want to share a tip with me, you have my PayPal account in the feed or in the text of this post. And another way for you to give me a hand is by sharing this video. The more people that knows about Navarra, the Basque Country and everything, it's the better. So thank you for joining me today. I'll see you next Tuesday. Remember that this Sunday, I know and I were taking a couple of days. We're gonna go to Madrid with our kids because it's gonna be my birthday on Thursday. So we are gonna celebrate it in Madrid with some friends. So everybody, hola Maite. Have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. Stay happy. Enjoy life. Have a good day. Bye-bye.